morning. Welcome to Randy's Corner, and I'm your host, Randy Clark. And I guess y'all can tell by my shirt, we're going to talk pickleball today. And I've got some special guests with me this morning. But first of all, I'd like to make an announcement. The Mignon Baptist Church Christ Closet is this morning from 9:30 to 12. So come on out to the Christ Closet at Mignon Baptist Church. Great group of folks, and they've got a lot of stuff out there. So come out there and visit them this morning. Okay, without further ado, I got, as all you know, Dr. Jonathan Douglas. I got a special guest with me this morning, Erlen Brasher. Good morning, Erlen.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good.
Well, welcome to the show. And Jonathan, same to you. All right, let's get started. Jonathan, right off the bat, what made you want to work with the kids in pickleball? That's what we're talking about today, kids pickleball.
I would say initially I didn't think we'd be working with kids pickleball. To tell you the truth, it was all adults that showed up.
Right.
And I thought this was going to be mainly, you watch videos and you mainly see adults playing pickleball. So I certainly thought that tennis would be the kids thing. And I thought pickleball would be for the adults.
Oh, how wrong you could have been, right?
Oh my gosh, I had no idea that. I think the real benefit is that with pickleball, they can pick it up so much faster, the ball moves slower, and so with tennis, it's kind of overwhelming to play, and the kids come out and play pickleball, and they're like, hey, I can actually do this. They'll hit a good shot, and then they'll get addicted to it, and they can do more.
Right.
But it's just a joy to be on the court with the kids.
And what are some of the things that the kids learn taking your pickleball class? And also, we have the Kids Zone on Tuesday nights at the Sylacauga Pickleball Club right here at the Sylacauga Tennis Courts. Mm-hmm. What are some of the things that the kids learn?
I grew up loving to be on tennis courts, just on court in general. And I feel like kids who have some kind of sport like that and they have a friend group that has a sport, they don't end up in trouble, number one, and they learn that exercise can be a part of your life and can be fun. And so I think the biggest thing they learn is to find friends and find teammates in life and then find something that they love. And it's really good for kids to have something different than their parents too, because most of the parents who come out, they aren't really racket sports players. And these kids would not be exposed to anything racket sports because their parents just don't know how to expose them. But boy, if you can love being on court, it's inexpensive, you meet all these nice people, it just spreads joy. When you're out there, all you hear is laughter and giggling and just people having a lot of fun like this one over here.
Oh yeah. Erlen, since we're talking about you, what made you get involved in pickleball?
I just love being athletic, and I thought it would be very fun, and it is.
It is a lot of fun.
We started out doing agility actually at her school.
Yeah.
And then it kind of morphed into she wanted to try tennis, and then we started doing some pickleball, and she's good at all that.
Speaking of your school, who's your parents?
Kenneth and Pat Brasher.
Okay, great folks. What school you go to?
Veritas Classical Christian School.
Great, great, great. And that's kind of how you got involved with pickleball?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tell us some of the things that you've learned playing pickleball. Besides having fun, we have a lot of fun, don't we?
I learned how to slam it.
That's right. That's right. What else?
How to hit gently and be kind, more kind.
It's not all about hitting the ball hard, is it? Mm-mm. Yeah. Matter of fact, those softer shots will fool a lot of people, won't they?
Yeah.
All right, now let's talk about what we did last weekend. We had a blast, didn't we?
Yes.
Those of you that don't know, we had a glow-in-the-dark pickleball tournament in Chillersburg Parks and Recs, and we want to thank Mr. Brad Logan. Him and Coosa Pines Credit Union, that was our main sponsor. There's a lot of other sponsors, but Coosa Pines was our main sponsor. Let's talk about some of the things. Who was your partner for that part?
Max Medine.
Max Medine. You and him had the best time.
Yes.
So, the glow in the dark, we was painted up, wasn't we?
Yes.
And everybody had on shirts, and this is mine. Thank you, Heather Medine. She always fixes me up for these glow in the dark tournaments. And my partner was Presley Ray, Presley Wright, and Jonathan. Who was your partner?
Molly, until she abandoned me. She had
Molly
a volleyball
Medine.
tournament. Yes, Molly Medine. So we had a whole connection, family
We had
connection
a whole
here, didn't we?
connection there.
Yes.
So tell me some of the things that that you had the most fun in during this tournament?
On and off the court, we were having fun. We were playing. Some of the
How
things
about on the court?
on the court, every time we would hit it, we would do little dances
Yeah.
if we hit a good one, and we got to win. But
They actually
also-
won some games against
Yeah.
adults. I mean, they
Yeah.
won real games.
since we was the only kids with adults, I think
Right.
we done really good, and it
And
was
y'all
very
done
fun.
great. Matter of fact, y'all took me and Presley to 3 games.
And
Yeah.
us,
We-
you did.
Y'all took a lot of teams to 3 games, didn't you?
Yes.
What'd you
For
tell
those
me?
that don't know, we played 2 out of 3, a game to 9, and it was all me and Presley could do. They gave us a good game. So, what did y'all do when you wasn't playing?
We were going in the hallway and we would hit back and forth, and sometimes we would hit it into the mop bucket. And we would take turns getting the ball out of the mop bucket, and since the water was dirty, we were scared of it. And so we would throw the dirty water at each other.
Having fun.
That's
what-
why we do this.
Right.
So it's all about them being on court and all the above. But all these kids that come to these camps, they meet each other, and then I'll drive by the courts and I'll see them just out hitting with each other. And that's the way that we create community, and that's the way we create healthy kids. And these kids aren't going to end up with problems like other kids do. They have something to give them purpose. And if it's a mop bucket or whatever it is, it's important to have purpose and to have friends.
Right.
And so they're learning that.
I also seen y'all in there playing a little ping pong, right?
Yes.
Yeah. We had such a great time, and let's mention that food we had.
It was amazing.
It was amazing. And we also, the mayor of Childersburg was in there cooking for us. Childersburg's so involved.
Yeah,
Mayor
pickleball's
Wesson, we love you smash burgers. They were delicious. Yeah. So, Jonathan, what is your favorite part of kids pickleball?
Watching them grow, I think, is the biggest thing. I mean, this one right here, she came off the court and I said, well, what did you learn from that? And she said, I don't think I took a whole breath. Like the whole time, she was just standing there and doesn't even remember what happened. But then we watched them during the day. And so the first time was tough, and they struggled because they were upset. I mean, you walk on a court in a tournament, it's
a little
intimidating.
intimidating.
It's intimidating
Yeah.
for anybody. And then you're in the dark, and you got tape on your paddle, and everything's glowing, and you can't see great. And so it's just a really interesting environment. And to see some people go on court and look like they own it, they didn't do that in the beginning because they're brand new. But by the end of the day,
They
we'd
did.
we'd say, Max and Erlen, you're up. They'd grab their balls, they'd go out, they'd do a warm up, they'd sit back. I mean, everything was happening, and they'd win points, and they looked like they had never done anything else. And that's the growth that we're looking for, because then they're confident the next time. And I think we're about 2 to 4 years away from these kids coming out and winning those tournaments.
Right,
I really
right.
do. I mean, really challenging us and making us look bad because they're on that pathway.
That's
they
right.
really are.
That's right, and we sure do enjoy having y'all. Now, I finished I've been working with the kids in the summer camps in Childersburg. I finished with them yesterday, 44 of them. Mad chaos sometimes. And today I finished with Sylacauga, 77 of them. So we got some future coming.
We do.
And the kids are our future.
I mean, the kids are the future, and we've got at least 100 kids a week that are getting instruction. A lot of
Yeah.
what you're doing, and then I'm doing more specialized with the ones that are a little higher level.
Right.
And so that's going to continue. We're going to do something in Childersburg on Thursday nights is what it looks like, where the kids camp's going to keep going. And we're going to keep these kids going in this because it's important for them to have something they love.
Right. Now, what I do is I introduce them to pickleball. What you do is teach them pickleball.
Correct.
A little bit of difference there.
Little difference.
But I'll tell you I've noticed when I first started this at summer camp, some of the kids wouldn't even speak. I mean, they wouldn't get out on the court. They just stood against the wall. But now, I can't get them off the court.
I know it.
So that's a good thing. It's social skills. Just everything's good about it, Jonathan.
I can't find anything bad. I mean, you'll have a kid that comes out and takes a swing and they miss it by 2 feet, and then you'll see them a month later and you're talking to them about where to hit it and how to hit a target. And so it can happen that fast, and it's an amazing thing. It really
That's what we
is.
were doing last night.
We were working on targets last night. Yeah. Yeah.
with the smiley faces.
And Erilyn used to hit the ball against the bleachers every time because she
Yeah.
wants to hit it hard. Now she can hit targets.
Right.
Yeah, and if I'm the target, that's the best target. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
You get
yes.
100 points if you hit him.
And she likes to get 100 points.
Jonathan, just real quick, can we talk about some of the folks that helps you in your teachings?
I mean, we have
Let's talk about
at Childersburg. We're talking?
yes.
Yeah. So Logan Potts and Elizabeth Potts, they have been huge helps. I mean, what we do is we're doing tennis and pickleball. So we kind of make the kids transition. They drop their tennis racket, grab a paddle, go do the pickleball court, and then they grab their racket. I want them to be able to transition between the two because they're similar but different. And so I do all the tennis instruction on the court, and then I have volunteers over there. Jeremy Hay has been amazing for me. Molly Medine came and helped amazingly also.
Laney? Laney's been a couple times.
Laney has been a couple of times, and Laney is good because she's really our inspiration as to what it can happen in college, I think, because she's up for a scholarship, and so it's really good for the kids to see her because she started, first time I met her, we were at Childersburg, she had never hit a ball, and I just saw her kind of standing off to the side, and I said, hey, let's hit some balls, and now she's up for a scholarship. I mean, she's progressed really fast in a year, and so it's just amazing to me. People step up, and I've got people that want to donate balls and donate paddles for the kids that don't have them. And it's just created a community that I really never imagined we'd create.
Right. And since you mentioned college, you'd like to let the parents and grandparents know what's happening in colleges now?
Yeah, I can pretty much guarantee that if kids come and they're serious about this, especially if I can get like 10-year-olds or even younger, then we can create scholarship athletes with what we're doing right now. That is the plan. We've got a whole program of building. Right now, we're kind of at the intermediate stage. We don't have any very few advanced, but we're moving into having this stage where they've got beginner, intermediate, advanced, and we're going to create some leagues, and we're going to have scholarship kids coming out of here. That's the plan. It's going to take about 2 to 4 years is my estimate, but we're going to have them. There's no doubt.
You know, it's amazing to me that what colleges are giving 4-year. Who would ever thought they was going to give a 4-year
scholarship.
ride for pickleball?
They sure are. I mean, can you imagine getting paid to go play pickleball and go to school? I mean, that's
My
the way to
goal is to get a scholarship for either like book smarts or pickleball.
Well, why don't you
Good.
do both?
That's a good goal to have.
I love that.
We got about 1 minute left. Last thoughts.
We're going to have a kids pickleball tournament coming up in Childersburg. We're setting the date, but if you watch Childersburg Parks and Rec page, then we'll be able to find that. We're not sure exactly when, but what we're going to do is we're going to have the more advanced kids that are going to be together and playing, and then we're going to have younger kids, and they're going to have an adult who helps facilitate. It's going to kind of be like an interchangeable adult. The adult's just going to try to hit to the kids and keep the game going so it's more fun. But we want more kids, and then Priscilla Boykin is in Pell City area, and she's got a whole group. She's going to bring them down, so we'll have new competition. So we're creating this whole community here, but we're also branching out to where we meet all the people that are doing similar things and then bring them together so these kids can have new friends to meet and new competition.
Right. Erlen, thank you so much for coming in today. You're a big representative for the kids.
You are.
We appreciate everything you do. Jonathan, we appreciate everything you do.
I enjoy it.
And don't forget, Sylacauga Pickleball Club tonight at the Sylacauga Tennis Courts. It's from 5 to 8, but we have a kids zone from 6 to 7. So bring your kids out there, meet Erlen. We're gonna have such a great time. We have the most fun every week, and they learn how to play pickleball too. So until next time, we'll see. Tune in to Randy's Corner. Have a good day. Stay tuned for more Daybreak. See you next time.